I am your man, Jay Muscle, back again for another session of Speak Your Game. Now, I know what you're saying. I'm a little late. I understand. But on the back end, got some real good stuff coming up. You are not only going to have Speak Your Game once a week, but you're going to have him twice a week. And then some weeks is going to be an exclusive week where you get three sessions of Speak Your Game. And for those who like and subscribe, have a special gift for y'all coming soon. Be looking out for it. But we are going to get into week 2 of the NFL. And yes, you guessed it, week 2 of Muscles Monsters. Yes, those players who showed up and showed out in week 2. I am going to have the top 5 of the NFL players that are my monsters of week 2. My monsters. I don't care about anybody else. They my monsters. If you don't like it, you know what I say. Come find me. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Press that like button and subscribe. But there's a couple games I'm going to talk about. As you see, yes, once again, I got Chris Godwin, my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 2-0. Yes. I'm going to tell you, I might talk about that, but there's some other things on my list that I want to talk about. First off, I want to say, New Orleans Saints, thank you. New Orleans Saints, you in the same division. There's not too many times I'm going to root for a division rival, but I got to root for y'all this last game. They played the Dallas Cowboys, y'all, and put a whooping. 49-19 on them. Derek Carr. He wasn't really as spectacular as he was in week 1, but he was 11 for 16, 243 yards with 2 touchdowns, but he did throw an interception. Alvin Kamara, the monster that he is, with 20 carries in that game, 115 yards. Also 3 TDs, 2 receptions for 65 yards with a touchdown. Showed out on the Dallas Cowboys in their house. Showed out. Dak Prescott. That Mr. Prescott. It ain't the fact that everybody's against you, because I root for you, brother. I root for you deeply. I just don't think you gonna win a championship in Dallas. If you go somewhere else, you might be able to do it, but in Dallas, it's questionable. It's still early in the season. I know Dallas Cowboy fans, y'all. It's only week 2. But y'all's past 2 games has not been the best example of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, CD Lamb, 4 catches, 90 yards, 1 touchdown. It looked bad for the Dallas Cowboys. I ain't gonna lie. It looks bad for the Dallas Cowboys. I hope they get it together. New Orleans Saints, y'all got a real busy schedule coming up. I'm gonna keep my eye on y'all, because y'all doing big things and y'all being real quiet about it. Doing big things and being quiet about it. It's not, we watching. We watching Tampa. We watching. Speaking of Tampa, the Buccaneers strolled into Detroit to play the Detroit Lions. and we all know it was a rematch from a year before NFC divisional playoff game where the Lions was victorious in it. But this was the rematch. This is the revenge match. This was the game that set the bar for the Buccaneers to see where they were at in talent-wise. Now, they's dealing with some injuries. Kalashikansky, he still ain't made it onto the field. It's a lot of guys some guys that are key players that are hurt, but Baker Mayfield, if y'all didn't catch him in the fourth quarter, you already see what his attitude is. You will see what Baker Mayfield's attitude is if y'all watch the fourth quarter of that game. Baker Mayfield finished with 12 for 19 with 185 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. But it was that drive in the fourth quarter. He was determined to get the Buccaneers a score. He also had 5 carries with 34 yards with 1 TD, the scoring TD that set them over the top. But the Lions ain't no punks by any means. They are a real angry, tough running team. And if nobody thinks that when they get in the playoffs, they ain't going to be the same thing, you're kidding yourselves. They have a very, very good 1-2 punch running back with Gibbs and David Montgomery. David Montgomery with 11 carries, 35 yards with 1 TD. Gibbs with 35 carries, 85 yards. When you got 2 backs like them, and it don't matter who you put back there, as a defense, you're going to be cautious because these brothers are going off. Shout out to the running backs in Detroit Lions. Man, Gibbs and Montgomery, y'all going to be a constant headache as long as y'all stay healthy. Jared Goff, 34 for 55, 300 yards, but no TDs with 2 interceptions. St. Brown, 11 receptions, 119 yards. But there's one guy on the defense of the Detroit Lions. Normally I don't really talk about opponents and their performance and everything, but Ardain Hutchinson, that man is a monster. He was all over Baker Mayfield, all over him. He had like 3 sacks in the first quarter. It really looked like the Buccaneers didn't have an answer for him when he got on that line. As the game progressed, he was still pressuring, but he wasn't getting those sacks. But he was the defense, the front line of that Detroit Lions, man. They're monsters. They're monsters. But Buccaneers did get the win. Chris Godwin, the man with the plan, the hero that brought it in, 7 receptions, 117 yards, 1 TD, and he was, for the second week in a row, the top receiver for the top Buccaneers this past game. So, hey, whoever's playing the Buccaneers, if y'all paying attention to Chris Godwin, y'all better, because Chris Godwin is a beast, and he's going to keep playing like that as long as he stay healthy. No more injuries for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm putting that out there. No more injuries. It's just up from here. There's another game that I was kind of disappointed in. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Baltimore Ravens. I know it's still week 2. But I'm a Lamar Jackson fan, and I just want to see the brother succeed. And every week I come in these past 2 weeks, I'm assuming that they have this run game. The Ravens have a run game that no one can stop, and then proven wrong by the defense they playing, and they're being stopped. I'm still saying it. Even after week 2, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are going to be one of the top quarterback running back duos to run over the league. They just ain't got it together yet. Yes, Derrick Henry did have 18 carries, 84 yards, and 1 TD. I'm just wanting that more of a mix between the two. Just Lamar Jackson, 21 for 34 in receptions, 247 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 TD. I'm just expecting more out of these Ravens, and maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know. I'm just expecting more out of these Ravens. But Devontae Adams, hey, shout out, 9 receptions, 110 yards, 1 TD. Genshaw Minshew, hey, I don't care what anybody says about you, Minshew. You the real deal. And if you get some real weapons and somebody gets really behind Minshew, you're going to be a problem in the league. 30 for 38, 276 yards, 1 TD, 1 touchdown. Hey, he did his thing. Raiders, they got the win. It's just really disappointing for the Ravens because I'm expecting more out of them. But it's just week 2. I know it's just week 2, but I feel like that game could have been a layup. I'm be honest. I feel like the game could have been a layup for them. That should have been an easy game. Them go win it, ran there to the Raiders, bust them in the mouth, boom, out. You know what I'm saying? We looking at week 3. But, hey, that ain't what happened. Any given Sunday, you can win or lose. Any given Sunday, you can win or lose. The last game I want to talk about, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all already know. Cincinnati Bengals versus Kansas City Chiefs. Not by any means was this a very clean game by either team. The Chiefs still look sloppy, but they're still getting the wins. So just imagine once they really get on track, the problems they're going to give to defense. I really see that. And the Chiefs defense, get it together. Because, yeah, it's cool with the whole back and forth, but let's get together, Chiefs. Let's get together. Patrick Mahomes, 23 for 36 in completions, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, what? Just another day at work for him. Joe Burrow, 23 for 36 in completions, 258. I don't think that's right. Let's go ahead and get that. You'll say, look, get that up for real. But I know Joe Burrow had a decent game. It just didn't work out for. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong with the Patrick Mahomes. That's what it was. My bad. Person that wrote this, you know what I'm saying, is going to get fired. Don't worry about it. Patrick Mahomes was 18 for 25 for 151 yards, 2 TDs, 2 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, on the other hand, 23 for 36, 258 yards, 2 TDs. I mean, he still walked out of there with a passing rating of 103, but it's these Chiefs, no matter what, find a way to win. It don't matter. Like, at the end of the day, it don't matter. As long as you get the W. Rice still out here. 5 receptions, 75 yards, 1 TD. I mean, the man, that guy I didn't get to see much of, and I hope, man, if they get this guy going, maybe that's why he can't get going, because everybody's got an eye on Xavier Worthy. I keep telling y'all, Xavier Worthy. If you ain't got him on your fantasy, get him on your fantasy, man. Xavier Worthy's gonna go off as soon as the Chiefs get it together. I'm telling you, he is going to go off. Chiefs also got another situation because they running back got a little beat up. I do believe he got his leg broke. Hopefully he recovers quickly. But Kareem Hunt, they was talking to Kareem Hunt, the Chiefs was. And we all know Kareem Hunt had to leave because of an incident that he had, and he went to the Browns. And Kareem Hunt is a good running back. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If Kareem Hunt didn't mess up when he was with the Chiefs would have won a championship that year. Now that he's back, maybe they can implement him into the offense, and they can get the old vibe that they was having, because he was deadly when he was with the Chiefs before. But we shall see. Yes, it's come to that point. Maybe some of y'all have been waiting to see who the Muscles Monsters of Week 2 is. And these are my monsters of Week 2. So, if you don't like it, first, come find me. I'm not hard to find. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I am everywhere. Look for Speak Your Game. And if you like Speak Your Game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can still leave a comment. I don't care. Because everything I say is subject to be true. But we're going to get into Muscles Monsters of Week 2. And I'm going to tell you, this list wasn't real easy. It was like, who is going to be the guy in this spot? And we're going to start with number 5. Number 5, Geno Smith, QB for the Seattle Seahawks. Hey, they was playing the New England Patriots. They still got the W. He was 33-44, 327 yards. Hey, 1 TD. Hey, he was out there doing his thing. Shout out to Geno, man, at number 5. Hey, Seahawks, I think they're going to be a quiet team. Everybody better keep their eye on them, because they might shock a few people. Yes, they was playing the New England Patriots, but, I mean, let's be honest. It's New England Patriots. Coming in at number 4, this guy, I would trade. I would love to see him in a Tampa Bay jersey. No disrespect to the team that he's on, but I feel if he was in a Tampa Bay jersey, he would go bananas. And coming in at number 4 is Geno's teammate, DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf. Man, hey, 10 receptions, 129 yards, 1 TD. Hey, Tampa Bay, hear me out, though. Could you imagine DK Metcalf and Chris Goddard on the same on a wide receiver squad? That'd be killer. Oh, that'd be killer. Maybe that's just a wish list for me, but I do believe that would be killer. But DK, shout out to DK, coming in at number 4. Number 3, Nico Collins, Houston, Texas, when they was playing the Bears this week. 8 receptions, 135 yards, 1 TD. Hey, the Texans, they another team. CJ Stroud, killer quarterback, young. Good team. Got Joe Mixon on the squad. They still got Damian Pierce running back as a backup. They could be a problem too. But coming in at number 2, I've been waiting for this guy to give me something, to show me something, to show me that it ain't all hype. You know what I mean? I've been waiting patiently for these 2 weeks for this guy to go off, and he did early in the game. Marvin Harrison Jr. of the Arizona Cardinals. They was playing the Los Angeles Rams. Got a win 41-10. And I'm telling you, this is more to come. 4 receptions, 130 yards, 2 TDs. Now, it's only 4 receptions, but hey, he got him on some broken plays, and he made it count. I'm telling y'all, this ain't going to be the first time we see this guy shining for the Arizona Cardinals. They got Murray healthy. Hopefully they can keep him healthy. I know Connor, the running back there, is doing really good. Their backup, Benson, Florida State Seminole. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, hopefully we can see the Cardinals get it together, because they wasn't really good last year. But coming in at number 1, like I said, this list was kind of tough. But number 1 wasn't. It was no doubt he had to be number 1. And even though their rivalry team, Alvin Kamara, shout out to you, number 1 Muscles Monsters in week 2. Stomping on them Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter what name it is. They ain't impressive. They're not impressive. Dallas Cowboys are not impressive. You heard me say it. Dallas Cowboy fans, they're not impressive. They won't be impressive for a very long time. So, face it. But back to Alvin Kamara. 20 carries, 115 yards, 3 TDs, 2 receptions with 65 yards and another TD. Man, I'm telling you, this man balled out. Whew. Alvin Kamara. Hey, I'm going to let you know, when Tampa come through, we going to be on you, man. We definitely gonna be on you. You, Derek Carr, y'all scoring at a very high rate. It is very alarming and it's very upsetting. And I'm like, dude off belly. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Buccaneers defense. Let's get healthy. Let's get it together. Because we're going to have to face these Saints, and they're high scoring right now. Very high scoring. But I'm going to bring it to a close here. And like I said before, if you don't like anything that I said or want to debate anything I've said, my platform is always open. You can come right here. We can hash it out. You can debate what you got. I'll debate my greatness to your greatness. And we'll see who comes out on top. I'm going to tell you now, it's going to be me, because I don't lose. If you do like Speak Your Game, I'm going to need you to press that subscribe button. I'm going to need you to press that like button, because, hey, let's be honest. That's how I get paid. I'm going to be honest. I mean, the more views, the more of you, the more of me. But like I said at the beginning of the show, we're going to be extending some sessions in the week. Basketball is getting ready to come up. WNBA is about to get into their playoffs here soon. It's going to be a lot to talk about. So I'm going to have some guests come out. I also have some gear coming out. It's going to be very busy for Speak Your Game. And I would want everyone to be part of it. Shout out to my Total Apex sports family. If you never heard of Total Apex, look them up, hit them on Google, give them a shot. Look for Jay Muscle. I write for him. Look for my articles. Of course, I'll talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I'm a beat writer for him, but I also talk about other stuff that goes on in other leagues. I'm Jay Muscle. This is Speak Your Game, and I'm going to catch you next time. Y'all be easy.